tired of boring, bland jasmine rice? Let me show you how to make it taste just like Chipotle. If you're like me, you absolutely love Chipotle, but if I ate there every day, let's just say my check-in and progress photos would not look like I want them to. So what I found is I went online and searched how they make Chipotle rice. And it's pretty simple. And I do modify the ingredients, as you'll see, a touch, just to make it more macronutrient friendly for my meal plan and honestly any of the people who are watching. This way it's not loaded with fat. So I will use drastically less oil than they call for, but everything else is gonna be spot on. So step one, because it's a two-step process, is gonna be measuring out the rice. So I just have a normal bag of jasmine rice. You can also use white long grain, whatever you prefer. But I like this white jasmine, tastes good, digests well for me. So we're gonna do 2 cups today. So I'm gonna measure 2 cups here into the strainer. And we're gonna rinse our rice. Now, I'm not gonna talk through why I do this. I have another video that we'll post above that talks about why we do all this, but time to rinse the rice. Add the rice, and then fill it up to where this rice cooker, 2 cups. From there, we're just gonna add some salt, and I'm pretty liberal with that. And then 1 bay leaf. That's a small one. I want a big one. There we go. Drop that right in. Rice cooker. And then I'm gonna hit white rice. And in 45 minutes, you'll see the next step. So now we wait. Next step here, we're gonna simply open this up because the rice is done. We're gonna remove this bay leaf. So that's to the side. Little piece fell off. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our cilantro that I have minced up. This is the great thing about a rice cooker because it'll make our life so much easier. Okay, and then all we'll do is, with the pot in there, is just kind of fluff it a little. Just kind of mix it around. Get that cilantro good and mixed. Okay, now we're gonna add the lime. So half of a lime, squeeze. Make sure we get all of it out. Perfect. And then lastly, 1 tablespoon olive oil. This is the one thing that I do different than their recipe, is they use 5 tablespoons. We're only using 1, because 1 tablespoon is still 14 grams of fat. And then all we'll do is just mix all that up. I wish you could smell how wonderful this is right now. And then all we'll do is for 15 minutes, we're just gonna let it steam. So what the cool thing about a rice cooker is it'll keep it warm, it'll get that cilantro nice and tender, and it will taste absolutely amazing. So back in 15. All right guys, the time is now. Time to taste. Let's see what our rice looks like. Oh, look at that. So again, I'm just gonna fluff it up a little bit. Look at that magic. And they say that eating at home can't make it taste like at the restaurant. To me, that's just trash. You just don't take enough time and energy and effort on studying cooking or studying or practicing. Like, the first time I did this isn't nearly as good as the 15th time or the 100th time. That's why when you go to a restaurant, your food is so good. All right, so the rice is done. Let's pull it out of here. Time for a taste. Oh, that's so good. Now, if you want a little bit more lime to that, great. I would probably add some more salt. And then obviously I'm gonna pair that with a meat. I'm not gonna sit here and eat a bowl of carbs. I guess I could, but I'm not going to. Or that's carbs and fat actually. So what I'm gonna think about is I like that with chicken or steak. It goes really well with shrimp or whitefish. It's just gonna be flavorful rice. It's really a rich, robust flavor. And again, pairs really well with any meat. And you can portion that out to your size. Now, obviously I know since I added a tablespoon to that entire pot, you can't say, oh, well, that's gonna be exactly 3 grams of fat or whatever, but it's negligible fat in my opinion. There's probably 5 servings of rice in there for the normal person, for me, 3. So you wanna think about that. Let's say it's 3 servings in there for me, right? That's gonna come out to what, roughly 5 grams right under 5 grams of fat per meal, plus 2 grams from the chicken, and I'm gonna be right at 7 grams. So that's gonna be a perfect amount. But it's gonna make that rice taste really palatable and help me get it down, but not slow my digestion, because olive oil is very easily digested for me personally. So again, pair that with any meat. And what we have coming to you next is gonna be, I'm gonna show you how to marinate steak and make a full-on Chipotle dinner using this rice and steak. Make sure you follow along, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying this content. I know you all love these food videos, and I'm gonna keep coming to you every single Wednesday. Thanks for following along. Chris Jasmine TV.